Wonderful. How are you, everybody who is watching this fantastic video? I'm really happy to have you today, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to enjoy the beauty of basic applied mathematics. My name is Olenjolai Single, or you can call me Engineer Olenjolai Single, but simply just call me Teacher Olenjolai or Sir Olenjolai. In this video or in this session, I'm going to teach you about the beauty of basic applied mathematics. And this is the focus that we are going to pay, that I'm going to transform you and I'm going to convince you to keep loving basic applied mathematics if you still love it. Okay? So that's the thing that I wanted to share with you. So I would like to take this opportunity right now. Well, so let us continue with this little moment of introductions to know what are we doing and why are we doing what we are doing. So I would like to take this opportunity to welcome, whether you are a national or international viewer, into one of our online schools that called Tanzania Online Advanced in Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Simultaneously, I would like to take this moment to welcome you again into one of our YouTube channels that's called Tanzania Online A-Level Set School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So the fundamental question that many students used to ask me online, they used to ask me the purpose of Tanzania Online Advanced in Secondary School. So the main purpose is actually that we have an assignment to teach and train students who are pursuing advanced education in different subjects of the combinations, but we have a focus on science and mathematics. And this is what we are going actually to try our level best to do it day after day. We have an assignment to teach you on how you can extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the formal or informal education that you are learning in advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced mathematics, and combine it with the knowledge of the Word of God that will teach you how you can extract it from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. It may be just like a long sentence or just a small paragraph, but remember that we are focusing on the 4 issues. That's the purpose. So our purpose, we have to make sure that we teach you to understand the classroom instruction in advanced mathematics, basic applied mathematics, advanced physics, and advanced chemistry. Secondly, we have to teach you how you can extract knowledge, understanding, wisdom from the Word of God. And then thirdly, we are going to teach you how you can combine these 2 knowledge in order to solve real life problems at the 4th stage. So we'll be teaching you how you can think differently, because entrepreneurship also, it's a kind of thinking differently about the situations in your community, or about your own situation, or about the situations in business. So that's what we are going to do. However, that we have some specific objective to help our students understand, to love the advanced physics, advanced mathematics, advanced chemistry, and basic applied mathematics. We have also a specific objective to help you to get prepared for your continuous assessment, to get prepared for your certificate secondary education examination. And so we have so many things that we like to do with you. So specifically, today we are in departments of advanced mathematics. Excuse me, let me just do the minor correction here. So it is advanced mathematics. It's not basic mathematics, excuse me. It's not basic mathematics. So we are in the department of advanced mathematics. We are in departments of advanced mathematics. Okay, so before I take you into what I've prepared today, I would like just to share with you a piece of information which is very important for you to know in advance. Whenever you go in a physical school, whether private school or maybe a government schools, because we have only those 2 types of schools in Tanzania. So whether you go in private schools, further or wherever that, maybe you're going to Kibaha, Mzombe, you're going to Tabora Boys, you're going to Pugu, you're going to Minaki, you're going to most technical. So the first thing that you'll encounter is you have to do registrations. You have to be registered in order to be a student or a valid student in that particular school. Similarly, in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary Schools in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, we have deduced it on how you can be registered permanently, right, for the rest of your life. So if you want to learn this content in 10 years or 15 years, you just do one registration and it is free. There is no any cost that you have to pay, because even these contents we are providing to you in order to help you. So the following is the algorithms or the procedures. Registration to ASO. To ASO, it is abbreviations of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, square bracket Olenjolai. The first step, you have to open an email of Yahoo or Gmail or Noti online. The second step, search to ASO. So don't write this word to ASO, but search this sentence. Okay, this sentence or this phrase, Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM in YouTube platform. The third step, sign in YouTube by using your email, which if you don't have email, Yahoo company and Google companies are always providing millions of their new emails. So you can have one and it's free of charge. You won't pay an amount of money, and you'll use that email not only to subscribe in our online schools, but you use also as one of your address in communications when you get advanced and you interact with different people, whether national or international. The fourth step, when you sign in and you visit it or you set this one, you see the icons. You have to click that icons of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. Once you click, now you are already in school. The icons and this one is just like the poster that you say that Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, whatever, or presidential, whatever. So you see the poster, then maybe this is in Boru Secondary School, so much technical secondary. So that the poster always at the entrance gate of any school. So for us, we have also the poster, this is the name, but also the poster will be accompanied by the profile. So by the profile picture, which is the national flag. This is the national flag of Tanzania. And I'm a Tanzanian. I love so much my country, and I encourage you also to love the country where you are, because there is a purpose for you to be a Tanzanian and not a Kenyan. Okay, so once you are inside, you will see on your right hand side at the bottom the software buttons that written subscribe. So you have to click it once. Once you click it once, it will change and become what you subscribe. Then the red buttons change, the red backgrounds change also into the gray color. So once you subscribe, you have already subscribed, you will see an icon of the bell appear. Click this once. Once you click, you see 3 options: personalized, all, and none. So just choose all. Then you are done. You see that this process of registrations just take less than a minute. While in normal registrations, in the physical registration, you might spend a day or a week or maybe an entire week. You're just doing registrations, moving from this office to this office. So you see how digital technology solve real life problems. Okay, so now I think that you have some of the information. I will give you other informations which will be relevant for you, because I want you to succeed once you join in Tanzania Advanced Secondary School. Before I just present to you what I've written say on the blackboards of the titles, I would like I have these things, I used to hear these things in my heart. Maybe maybe a viewer who is watching this program right now, you are an advanced secondary student, or possibly you're a parent, you're a father, you're a mother of a certain child who is in advanced educations, in science programs, studying mathematics, or studying maybe social science, or maybe you're a guardian or you're a sponsor, or maybe you're a brother or somebody. I know that if you're a student, you are stressed with how you can manage and how you can master advanced subjects. So I know that you've tried so many different ways and so many different alternatives, and possibly you've given up. I know some of your problems, and I'm here to help you, and I'm here to solve and fix up your problems from one session after another session. Every session to me is an event. I'm going to add value in your mindset and teach you how to think differently. So one sentence that I want to tell you: don't give up to study advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced mathematics, basic applied mathematics, wherever of any situation you are. Even if that you know nothing about advanced mathematics, about basic applied mathematics, you should not panic, should not give up. You still have a hope. One advice I give you: stay connected, go along our training from the first session to the last session, and then give us the feedback in the comment sections to see how we have impacted your life, because we are here to transform people's life. We are here to save you, and not you to save us. We are here to save God through saving you. Okay? So I encourage you, and I would like to tell you that advanced mathematics or basic applied mathematics, it's a beautiful subject, and the first thing I ask you to do, you have to love it. If you hate it because of the bad teachers, that is the previous story, that's the past story. From today, you have to tell yourself, I love so much basic applied mathematics. Every morning, every afternoon, every day, tell yourself, preach yourself in that way. And you will tell me after 6 months, you'll find that you will be extraordinary and an excellent student in advanced basic applied mathematics. So, after giving you courage, then I would like to welcome you into the Department of Advanced Mathematics. In these departments, we are teaching 4 advanced subjects, seriously, from one topic to another topic. We dedicate our life, and we expect it. And another thing, that why should you subscribe? That are questions before you go there. Why should you subscribe? The main objective of you to subscribe is in order for you to get notifications once we upload or we add a new video into our YouTube channel. That's the main objective of you to subscribe. So, for example, right now we have more than 100 videos in our channel, but we expect to record almost more than 600 videos of training about advanced education. So at least in a day, at least we'll be publish 1 video on a time. And we'll be publishing a video within or among those 8 subjects that we are teaching you in this online school. So here we are teaching you basic applied mathematics from 5, basic applied mathematics from 6. Also we are teaching you advanced mathematics from 5 and advanced mathematics from 6. So the subject of the day, today we are teaching about basic applied mathematics, in short we call it BAM. And then this is the class. These contents are for the pre-Form 6 student and also for the Form 6 student. But not all the Form 6 in Tanzania, right? Because these programs I'm going to use the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. Not all the students, but those students who are pursuing the following combination. Students who are pursuing PCB, CBA, CBG, CBN, ECA, and HGE, they must study basic applied mathematics as a must pass. Otherwise, they will have a penalty in the year divisions of the final results. So P stands for physics, C stands for advanced chemistry, B stands for advanced biology, N stands for advanced nutrition. Then E here stands for advanced economics, C stands for advanced commerce, A stands for advanced accountants, H stands for advanced history, G stands for advanced geography, E stands for advanced economics. So 6 combinations of the students. So this is the cross-cutting subject. There are so many students in Tanzania who are studying basic applied. It's a subsidiary subject. It's not a principal subject, but it's a subsidiary subject. And I want to tell you that the information we are teaching you, you're going to need them when you advance into the higher education. So let us start with, so we are in chapter, so we are teaching you chapter 3, which is titled as exponential and logarithmic function. Say with me, say exponential and logarithmic function. And this is session 1, just in the first session. Session 1, is it session? Yeah, session 1. The general introduction of exponential functions. Say it with me, general introductions of exponential function. This is the abbreviations of the word introduction. Well, so let us start with the big picture first, and then we'll take you step to step until we get you, or until we place you somewhere where you enjoy the beauty of this stuff. So the big picture of mathematics, remember that I used to say, and this is what has to be written in your mind, because this is what it has been written in your mind. We have a beautiful subject that's called mathematics. And we as engineers, we call it the queen of engineering. Mathematics, it's a queen of engineering. Radio engineering works, we are using mathematics to think, to solve different engineering problems, to design, to maintain, and even to fix some problems. So this is the big picture of what of mathematics. So you had mathematics in primary education, but when you got into O-level or ordinary secondary education, then this beautiful subject of mathematics has been divided into two subjects, or into two branches, not subjects, into two branches. The first branch, which every ordinary student has to study, is called the basic mathematics. Okay? And the second branch, which actually being studied by few lovers of mathematics, is called additional or additionality mathematics. Okay? Additional mathematics. Wonderful. I know you have been in basic mathematics. I did, even myself, I did the same thing. I didn't have, when at the school where I studied my ordinary educations, they were not teaching this subject for additional mathematics. But that was not the case. I made a follow-up about the beauty of additional mathematics once I graduated. So whether you studied or whether, because if you study additional mathematics, you must also study basic mathematics. So that's why I said that basic mathematics, it's a compulsory subject for any ordinary secondary education student. So when you are when you graduate and you pass additional mathematics, basic mathematics, or you pass the basic mathematics itself because you've been studying it, then when you go, this is O level. When you go into advanced level, this is A level, where you are right now. Okay? When you go to this advanced level, what are you going to find? You're going to find the subject of mathematics has been divided into two branches. What are the names of these branches? The first branch is called advanced mathematics. So advanced mathematics is being studied as a principal subject for the students who are studying PCM, who are studying PGM, who are studying PMC, the means that physics, computer, and mathematics, and also who are studying EGM. So simply, this advanced mathematics, if you want to study it, should be the EGM, should take a combination of EGM, should take also, or it should take a combination of the PCM, or it should take a combination of PMC, physics, advanced mathematics, and computer, or you should take the combinations of 40 of PGM. Okay, another beautiful branch which I'm building the foundation in your mind today is called basically applied. So this is called the basically applied mathematics. Okay, basically applied mathematics. In short, or in abbreviation, we call it BAM. It's a famous subject. I know that many students who are pursuing, and this subject has to be studied by all students who need different skills and different concepts of mathematics to learn their advanced education, but are not studying much advanced mathematics. So if you want to study BAM, BAM is being studied by students who are pursuing CBN, who are pursuing PCB, who are pursuing CBA, who are pursuing CBG, who are pursuing HGE, who are pursuing against ECA. So if you'll be pursuing either of these combinations, then you have to start the beautiful subject of basic mathematics, basic applied mathematics. Basic mathematics is not the same as basic applied mathematics. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if we take now our beautiful subject that's called the BAM, in short, basic applied mathematics, in advanced level, this subject also, or this branch, is being divided into two main branches. The first branch, we have BAM, or for the Form 5, Okay, and also the second branch here. So you have what? You have BAM, Basic Applied Mathematics, for the Form 6. Alright? So I'm still giving you a big picture. So tell your neighbor that enjoy the beauty of the big picture of mathematics. So if we go deeper into Basic Applied Mathematics Form 6, then we find that this is the subject, and also this subject, it comprises, or it has been covered according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. You have to cover these 5 topics. Okay, the first one is one of the hardest topic for majority of the students. It's called the probability. Okay, the second one, the second topic, you have to cover about trigonometric. Then the third topic which we are teaching you today is called what? Exponential and what? Logarithmic function. When we cover this chapter 3, then we'll teach you about what? Matrices. And the last chapter for the BAM, for the Basic Applied Mathematics or the Form 6 is called the linear programming. Say with me, linear programming. So you see the big picture. We began from the mathematics up to the exponential and logarithmic function, which I'm teaching you today. So in order for us to understand about exponential and logarithmic function, basically this is the combinations of the 2 functions. We have exponential function and logarithmic function. So it means that if you take a big picture here, okay, big picture here, then we find that in this chapter we have 2 main concepts. The first concept is called the exponential function. Exponential function. And the second one is called what? Logarithmic or logarithmic function. Logarithmic function. Okay? So that's the key point that you have to remember in your mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, if that's the case now, let me take you into a very important moment. In Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, is compared to Olenjolai, we have also an online library, which we call Tanzania Advanced Tanzania Online Advanced Library, at the name of our library. So in this library, we equip our students with materials useful for the process of learning. One of the weapon or one of the reference book that you need as a good basic applied mathematician student, you need the syllabus first of all. This is the key of both subjects, or basic applied mathematics Form 1 and basic applied mathematics Form 2. So this is written as basic mathematics syllabus, basic applied mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education Form 5 through Form 6. It has been prepared by TIE. Okay. So before we go into details, define what the meanings of what exponential, logarithmic, what does it mean, what should you expect? Let me take you into let me navigate with you in the syllabus. So if you take your syllabus book that we can order, the copy of this book or the original one if we can get, and we can ship to all the 31 regions of Tanzania. So if you open page 47, it's exponential logarithmic function. Then these are called the topic, then slash subtopic. So I want to mention the subtopic of this topic. After I mention that, then I have to mention specific objective of each subtopic. Then afterward, I will tell you what will be next. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the idea of the 30 subtopics. We are still subtopics. We want you to be aware about where we go, where are we going. Subtopics of 40 of exponential exponential of my father. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let us focus into this part, which is called subtopics of exponential and the logarithmic and the logarithmic and the logarithmic functions. So subtopics of exponential logarithmic functions. So we say that according to the syllabus of basic applied mathematics, syllabus for advanced secondary educations in Tanzania from 5 through from 6, we say that according to new syllabus of what? Of basic applied mathematics, basic applied mathematics, which, okay, for advanced secondary education from 5 through from 6 in Tanzania. So I believe that. Please make sure that you copy those instructions for you to get permanent registrations in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. I believe that you've already copied. Pause the video and copy this instruction because they're very important. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you join me right now, you're warmly welcome. We are here, and today in my heart, the Holy Spirit has sent me and has spoke to me about the general introductions of exponential and the logarithmic functions. So that's how I have to lay out the foundations, and the main focus of this session 1, it is actually to tell you where are we going in this said chapter of the Form 6 of BAM for the Form 6. So education from 5 through the Form 6. So say according to the new syllabus of basic applied mathematics for advanced secondary education from 5 through from 60 or 40 of Tanzania, because these contents also are verified internationally. So we say that there are how many subtopics? So let me check. There are how many subtopics of exponential logarithmic function? So we do have 5 subtopics. This is the first one. There are 6 subtopics of what? Of exponential. Of exponential and the logarithmic functions. Logarithmic functions. So this So let me mention this. The first subtopic is called the basic properties. So we have 6 subtopics, and let me mention to you because it's better for you if you know all of these subtopics. So when you'll be learning, you know where are we are in which subtopic. So the first one is called basic properties. Basic properties of what? So basic properties of exponential functions. Exponential functions. Exponential functions. basic properties of exponential functions. Then the next one, so in the syllabus, because I'm taking all of these subtopics, they'll be labeled as 9.1. This first subtopic in the book of syllabus, which you can order it online, you can find in page 47. So you have to refer. So you have to refer page 47. You have to refer from page 47 onwards. The second subtopic is called the second subtopic of exponential logarithmic function. It's called calculus of exponential function. Calculus of exponential. Calculus of exponential function. Calculus of exponential function, and this is specified as function of f of x is equal to e power x. Okay? Then the third subtopic, after teaching calculus of exponential function, then we'll teach about derivative. Now we'll teach about basic properties of logarithmic function. The third subtopic is basic properties. Basic properties of what? Of logarithmic functions. Logarithmic functions. Basic properties of logarithmic function. The fourth subtopic will teach you about calculus. So when you say calculus, we are going to teach you about differentiation and integration of what? Of logarithmic. Say with me, logarithmic functions. Stay tuned. There's a good news that's coming. Then the fifth subtopic, we are going to teach you about what? The fifth subtopic after basic properties of logarithmic function. So this is not called the calculus, it is called the differentiations of logarithmic and exponential function. So the first subtopic, I made a mistake. It's called it's 9.4. So this is called what? Differentiation. Differentiation of logarithmic and exponential function. So together, logarithmic and the exponential function. Exponential functions. Okay, so logarithmic and exponential functions. Then the next subtopic is number 5. This is called integration of a function we call f of x. This is equal to what? F of x is equal to 1 over ax plus b. So f of x is equal to 1 over ax plus b. 1 over ax plus b. So those are the 5 subtopics. The last subtopic is very interesting because it is also combining both function, logarithmic and exponential functions. And the 6th subtopic, it is called the applications. Applications of what? Of exponential. And the logarithmic functions. So applications of exponential and logarithmic function, like the 6 subtopics. So, after presenting to you about the 6 subtopics of the topic of exponential and logarithmic in BAM of the Form 60, then I would like to spend some few minutes just to mention some of the specific objectives. Okay, some of the specific objectives of 40. What are the specific objectives that you have to achieve when you are learning about this stuff at the next part? Okay, so this is the syllabus book, and you see that this is exponential logarithmic functions. The first subtopic is called basic properties of exponential functions. Here we have topics or subtopics, we have specific objectives, we have teaching and the learning strategies, we have teaching and learning resources, we have assessment, we have numbers. So right now, previously I was teaching you or presenting to you the subtopics of the entire chapter, of chapter 3, which is logarithmic and exponential functions. So right now, I would like also to spend some few minutes to present to you specific objectives that you have to achieve. Okay? If you want to understand something, you should know the specific objectives of learning. So specific objectives of 40 of each subtopic. So the syllabus mentioned the specific objective that the students have to achieve after in each subtopic. So let us start with the first one. The first subtopic is called what? The first subtopic is called basic properties. So we say that specific objectives of what? Of specific objectives of learning what? The first subtopic, which is called basic properties. I want to show you the necessity or the importance of the syllabus, because otherwise you can study everything. Properties of what? While you don't have at that time to master everything. You have to master what is recommended for you firstly. So of exponent or exponential. So specific objectives of learning basic properties of exponential and the logarithmic functions. Okay? So the syllabus states that, so let me count. By the end of this subtopic, which subtopic? The subtopic of basic properties of 40 of exponential function. By the end of this subtopic, students should be able, by the end of this subtopic, so we say that student you should be able, right? Should be able to, so the student should be able to, Roman R, so first one, to define exponential function. Define exponential functions. Define exponential functions. And the second specific objective, you as the students at the end of this topic, you should be able to draw graphs of exponential functions. I'll mention all the specific objectives of the first subtopic. Students should be able to draw graphs of exponential function. Class of exponential functions. Then the last specific objective that you have to achieve, a student should be able to determine domain and range of exponential. Determine domain and the range of the domain and range domain and range of what? Domain and range of 40 of the exponential function. Of the exponential and logarithm, domain and range of exponential functions. And I will teach you. Don't worry. Stay tuned, stay connected. Make sure that you remember to subscribe for you to get notifications once we add a new video. So those are the 3 specific objectives that you have to achieve once we have covered the first subtopic. Okay, so then we do the specific objectives. So number 2, specific objectives. These specific objectives have to be achieved by the students, and I will help you to achieve all of them. The 40 specific objectives of learning what? Learning the second specific objective, which is called calculus of exponential function. Learning calculus of exponential functions. Exponential functions. Calculus of exponential function. And this is f of x is equal to e power x. E power t, e power x. So the first specific objective. So in order to make you use the syllabus book effectively, there are 3 specific objectives that you have to achieve when you cover this subtopic of calculus of exponential function. F of x is equal to e power x. So I will mention only the first thing, and then I leave the space for the second, that you have to take this book, or you have to, it means you should take the syllabus and then write the second specific objective by on your own hand. And then again we go, and then so we give you the same specific objective. Okay? So let me cut. I didn't end the cut. So I should end the cut. This is the end of the cut. So by the end of this subtopic, student, you should be able, not a teacher, you should be able to distinguish between exponential function exponential function g of x is equal to a power x. G of x is equal to a power x, and exponential function should be able to distinguish common exponential function and natural exponential function. And the f of x is equal to e power x. using derivatives of exponential function. Using derivatives of the exponential functions. Using derivatives of exponential functions. So you should be able to distinguish between the exponential function, the common exponential function, which is g of x is equal to a power x, and the natural exponential function, which is e power x, using derivatives of exponential functions. When you say derivatives, it means that by differentiating them. So when we differentiate them, then we can distinguish. Okay? Can distinguish. So that's the first specific objective. For the second specific objective, which is labeled as Roman B, I won't mention it, but I'll just leave a space for you. So Roman B, this space is enough. Just you have to fill on your own hands. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we go for Roman C. Okay? The third specific objective of learning calculus of exponential function. So it will be a student should be able to integrate the exponential function f of x is equal to e power x. Student should be able to integrate the exponential function f of x is equal to e power x. F of x is equal to e power x. So then, let me end the content. Again, we go for number 3. I believe that you're enjoying the beauty of basic applied mathematics and the beauty of exponential logarithmic function. Specific objectives. Specific objectives of learning a topic of what? Of learning the subtopic of basic properties of logarithmic function, of learning basic properties of logarithmic function. What are the specific objectives that you have to achieve as student? Logarithmic functions. So let me quote. All the specific objectives start with this sentence. By the end of this subtopic, student should be able to do what? To define the logarithmic function. Define the logarithmic function. Students should be able to define logarithmic function. Okay? That's the first specific objective. Secondly, a student should be able to sketch graphs of logarithmic function. So B, you should be able to sketch the graphs of logarithmic function. Then C, so you have to fill for Roman B, get this book, and then so you find that second specific objective in page 52. So C, the third specific objective, the student should be able to state domain and range of logarithmic function. Should be able to state domain. This is what you'll be tested in any exam. State domain and the range of what? Of any logarithmic function. Of any logarithmic function. Any logarithmic function. Okay, so state domain and range of any logarithmic function. So then D, this is your homework. Fill it, find the book. You can order this book. Now let me answer the questions where you can get this book. You can get in your local shops, in different local shops in Tanzania. You can get this book, or you can get in at Tanzania Institute of Education, that TIE, those are the authors of this book, or you can get at Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. We have Tanzania Online Advanced Library, where we have materials for advanced education, and we are really selling them, or we are really selling them. We don't provide free as the lecture or the sessions that we are providing. No, we are selling them with a very affordable price. So the first weapons that you need in order for you to master basic applied mathematics Form 5 and basic applied mathematics Form 6, you need the syllabus written, the one that knows basic applied mathematics for advanced secondary education. The second reference book, it's a reference book. I recommend this book, and I'm going to use it for the entire subject of basic applied mathematics for the Form 6. It's called Basic Applied Mathematics for Advanced Level Students Schools. Okay, advanced level secondary schools. For advanced level secondary schools, students books Form 5 and Form 6. Okay, and then it has been written by Tanzania Institute of Education. You can order this book. We are selling them with a very affordable price. You can order, and we can ship in any of the 31 regions of Tanzania. Again, learning the concept and doing the exercise questions from this book is not enough. Knowing the syllabus, what does it say, it's not enough if you don't have the reference material and if you don't have the way you can access your understanding. So this is the question and answer book, if you do remember. This is called the Basic Applied Mathematics Review. It's actually Basic Applied Mathematics Certificate Secondary Education Examination Review, which comprises questions and solutions from 2001 to 2016 past paper of Basic Applied Mathematics. We are going to use this book often more than you think. You can order the package. Have a good news. If you order a package of these 3 books, then we have a very special discount. And again, another advantage, if you order this package of the books, you will be minimizing, or you'll have them by spending just the small amount of shipping cost or transport cost. When I say shipping cost, international, that's a common terms, but maybe Tanzania, because we'll be transporting these books on land, then we say the transport cost to transport these books from Dar es Salaam to Mbeya, Dar es Salaam to Katavi, from Dar es Salaam to Mwanza. So you have to access these books and you have them in order for you to enjoy the books. We are not doing the business, we are just serving the humanity. Okay? So that's the first specific objective, which I will not mention. You have to mention yourself. Then we have the first subtopic. So what are the specific objectives? Specific objectives that we need to achieve. Specific objectives of what? Of learning. Specific objectives of learning what? The first subtopic called differentiation of logarithmic and exponential function. Differentiation, differentiation of exponential function, okay? And if you do engineering mathematics, you're going to recall all of these concepts that I'm teaching right now, of exponential and what? And the logarithmic functions. Logarithmic function. Okay? So the following are the specific objectives. So we say that We did end the code. This is the end of the code. So let us code. By the end of this subtopic, differentiation of what? Of exponential logarithmic function of this subtopic. Student should be able to Roman R to find the derivatives of the common and natural logarithmic function. To find the derivatives of common and natural logarithmic of common and natural logarithmic function and the natural logarithmic function. Okay, just to should be able to find the derivatives. Excuse me, made a mistake here. To find the derivatives of common and the natural logarithmic functions. We have common exponential function, common logarithmic function, natural exponential function, natural logarithmic function. So that's what you have to do. B, this is your homework. You have to fill the blank. We have the said one. Now we have only two specific objectives. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present what specific objectives. Specific objectives of what? Of learning. Of learning what? Of learning the few subtopics, integration of learning. Integration of the rational function, which is f of x is equal to 1 of what? Over a x plus b. Okay? So in this subtopic, there's only one specific objective. So let me quote it. By the end of this subtopic, students should be able students should be able to integrate function functions of the form great function of the form f of x is equal to, it's a rational function, 1 over ax plus b. Wonderful. Just stay tuned. I'm going to teach you all of these concepts. You'll master them, you'll understand them, and you'll never forget them for the rest of your life. And to make you to love basic applied mathematics for the rest of your life of advanced education. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let me mention the specific objectives. The specific objectives that have been declared by the Tanzania Institute of Education specific objective under the Ministry of Education, specific objectives of what? Of learning. Of learning what? Of learning. The last subtopic, which is applications. Applications of what? Of exponential. Applications of exponential and the logarithmic functions. Well, according to the syllabus of basic applied mathematics, there are two specific objectives that you have to achieve once you've covered this subtopic. The first one, this is very important now because we see the applications of what? Of exponential function. So say by the end of this subtopic, students should be able to solve problems. Students should be able to solve problems of compound interest. I just underlined this line myself. It's not underlined in the syllabus. Of compound interest. Okay, should be able to solve problems of compound interests and depreciation. And the depreciation. By the end of this subtopic, students should be able to, so this is column A, should be able to solve problems of compound interest and the depreciations. That's the one of applications of learning exponential logarithmic functions. Okay, so B, usually I should leave the homework for you for 1B, but let me help you because this is the last subtopic. So you, a student, should be able to solve problems, on real life process, on real life processes using exponential and logarithmic function. Use exponential and logarithmic functions. Use exponential and logarithmic to solve problems on real life processes using exponential and logarithmic functions. Okay, that is B. And that is the end of mentioning specific objectives. Okay, so we have two specific objectives in this subtopic. Then this is the focus, and this is the way that you have to follow when we'll be learning about the exponential logarithmic function. So in order to, before I end this session 1, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you concepts I broke down. I went through the syllabus. I went through different reference books, different past papers of basic applied mathematics. Then I broke the entire chapter of exponential logarithmic function into the following parts: concepts of logarithmic, and the exponential function. So these I wrote them in short. So the following are the concepts that you are going to cover. The first one, it's the one that you are covering today. It's called general introduction of exponential and logarithmic function. Logarithmic function. The second one. Okay. Second one is what? I'm going to teach about types of exponential function. So that we'll start with exponential function, types of exponential function. Types of exponential function. We have two types of exponential function. Then the next concept you're going to teach about basic properties, as we mentioned, basic properties. This is the first subtopic, basic properties of what? Of exponential function. Exponential functions. Then we have number 4. Number 4, basic properties of basic properties of exponential functions. Then the fourth subtopic is graphs of exponential function. Graphs of exponential function. Graphs of exponential function. Graphs of exponential functions. That's the first topic that we are going to teach you, or the first concept. Not the first subtopic, but yes, it's one of the subtopics. I think it is the second subtopic in the sequence of 60 subtopics of the topic of exponential and logarithmic function. Then the fifth concept, I'm going to teach you about domain and range. Domain and the range. Domain and range of exponential function. Start to learn from domain and range of exponential function. Then the graph can help us to find domain and range. Then the sixth concept, you have to teach about calculus of exponential function. Okay, so it's a calculus of exponential function. Calculus of exponential functions. Then we go for the seventh concept. The seventh concept, we say that derivatives of exponential function. Derivatives of exponential function. Exponential function. Exponential function of what? Of f of x is equal to e power x. Then number 8 is just the integral of exponential function. Integral of exponential function. integral of exponential function. And number 9 is just a repetition. So number 9 is the repetition from what? So number 9 is equivalent to number 3, where we are going to teach about basic properties of 40. In basic properties, we are going to teach you about laws, basic properties of 40 of logarithmic function. Logarithmic function. Then simply say it at the case, you say that 10 from number 10 to number 8. No, from 5. Number 8. But this one is what is for logarithmic function. Then, so here you have what? So you have 6, you have 7, you have 8. So 3 plus 9 is 12. So it means you say that 13. We have to teach you about applications. Applications of 40. Applications of exponential, in short, and the logarithmic function. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to cover. We have almost 13 to 15 concepts. So let me leave the quiz for you. This is the homework. Because my classes without questions are incomplete. Homework. So this is homework 1. Homework 1 is kind of the literal. I've never thought about that. It's a fundamental question. What is okay? So the homework that what is the meaning of exponential So what the meaning of exponential function? What do you hear when you hear the vocabulary exponential function? That's a question that I like to ask you to do day and night until you get the right answer, then you submit in the comment section. So, ladies and gentlemen, and my beloved students, this is the end of session 1. I thank God for having created me in His own image and built the gift of teaching in me. And also I really appreciate and I give Him all the glory and all the praise for everything that has been done in this session 1. So I would like to invite you to join me in the next session, which will be the session 2, the session 3, etc., 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 until we cover your syllabus. So keep on enjoying the beauty of basic mathematics, the beauty of basic applied mathematics. So keep on enjoying advanced physics from 5, advanced physics from 6. So this is kind of the entire or completing school, online school. Okay? So until we meet in the next session, make sure to subscribe, make sure to read the description, make sure that you comment, or you like or you dislike. So until we meet in the next session, may God bless you abundantly for the rest of your life. So this is Olenjolai from Tanzania. Love you so much.